And here we go, live again. Oh, I didn't even go through the waiting screen. Whatever. So what's ahead of us today? I'm just gonna say that I've been busy doing things. So one more thing that I tried. Yeah, let's recap a bit. So I did a bunch of changes thanks to my loyal coffee cup here. And as you can see, I was able to achieve an order independent rendering. The problem is that, oh, hey, 42x, welcome back. I was first this time. But yeah. By the way, I have no idea what's the latency in what I'm streaming. I've set it to normal. The 5th time. Yeah, I didn't even know what stream number is this. Oh yeah, I stopped numbering episodes because that's just too much of an overhead every time I start something. So this way I can I can just like randomly stream every once in a while when I feel like I have some ideas. Let's see. So the only drawback of this method is that yeah, so I've changed the blending mode to be additive, so it stacks up every layer one on top of the other. And the problem there is that, so this way it is commutative, so it doesn't matter which order the planes are rendered, they will all lead to the same result because addition is commutative. The problem is that what I wanted to achieve is the opposite. Like I wanted to have depth, and for depth you can't, like if I add colors, that's gonna lead to a brighter and brighter value, which would need to be negated at some point, which means that I would have to implement some sort of post-processing thing, and that means a lot of work, like also for the GPU itself to render. So I don't know, I don't feel like I want to waste too much resources right now on the water body, but it looks cool. I just wish it was it was darker. Yeah, what could be, like, what if I multiply, but then it starts from whatever color there is behind? Yeah, it doesn't make really much of a sense. Yeah, I don't really know how to make this. Like all the options that I have are here. So there is the source color and the destination color, which is the thing that is already on the frame buffer, and then the operation. Yeah, this way it looks like there is something bright at the bottom of the water body. Oh yeah, one last thing that I didn't mention, I discovered by doing a deep research. Well, it wasn't that deep anyway. So the problem was that I had depth test enabled. that was the source of the weird planes in the middle of the water body. And so depth testing was it was making everything weird. Even with the additive blending, then it was failing anyway. But disabling it, that made everything work. But now I'm gonna roll everything back, because otherwise this only works because I don't have anything else generated, and that means that in here I disabled the ground blocks. If I re-enable the ground blocks, then everything is gonna look like a broken world with faces and things thrown on top of another. Yeah. So this is blending on top of on top of the depth and non-existing depth test. So it's drawing everything. It looks kind of cool though. Weird world. And it renders slowly, so that's also okay. We still have that artifact whenever I update the meshes, and to be honest, I want to dig into that. So I'm gonna roll back everything else, and that bothers me quite a lot. So on the shader object, we'll revert these two flags, so the depth test is enabled and also the depth right is enabled. Blending factor, that doesn't matter, because I'm gonna disable the blending. And I think that blending can be enabled or disabled. So I'm pretty sure blending might be blend enable. Blend enable, yeah. So this is an extension actually. What is the extension this belongs to? Gonna find it out. Or maybe I can just, no, this is the Vulkan core, so it doesn't tell me where it belongs to. Okay, never mind. Is there another instance? No, this is the only declaration, and it could be dynamic state 3 version 3. Does it mean version 3? No, it's dynamic state 3. Why did they just realize that it was that far? The dynamic state 3 has this, and if I recall correctly, the quest 2 nor the quest 3 has that. So dynamic, I got dynamic state. Okay, we have vertex dynamic state. Now we don't need that. Dynamic rendering and dynamic state 2. There's no dynamic state 3. That sucks, but we should probably learn to live with it. That means that I have to create 2 pipelines. Okay, never mind. But what can we do with dynamic? This is promoted to Vulkan 1.3. Wait, what about the dynamic state 3 then? Is it promoted? This isn't promoted. Okay. Yeah, this is probably not blend operation advanced. Rasterization maintenance. This is just not available. I think it's it could be a limitation of the device. Let's try to get a more in-depth. So why is not available on Quest? I was interested into dynamically enabling blending. So that's a good question. I should instruct it to not be this nice all the time. Oh, I need a tissue. I don't know, it feels like my nose is allergic to streams. Or maybe I'm allergic to the screen. Okay, I'm muted so you don't get the pop in the microphone. Okay, so good question. This comes down to the driver and hardware support situation on the Quest. So on this headset, the Snapdragon 650 and 740 Vulkan driver status. So Meta provides the Vulkan driver that Qualcomm implements for Adreno, and Adreno extension availability tends to lag behind desktop vendors. Yeah, of course. So Dynamic State 3 is relatively new extension. Oh, okay. 2022. Well, I mean, relatively new. It's 2025. Okay, as of today, Qualcomm's Adreno driver used on Quest does not expose it. Yeah, I know that. Thanks for the reminder. Dynamic blending is part of. Yeah, I know that. I allowed you to change. Yeah, I know. Just give me the answer to the question. In short, it's simply not exposed. I knew that. But why is it just Qualcomm? How many L's does it have? No, it's just one S. One L. Doesn't have S's. Is it just Qualcomm lazy, or is there any hardware limitation? That's a very fair question. It's not just lazy, it's okay. Design constraint, driver priorities. Blending is implemented on mobile GPU. The pipeline, so on desktop GPUs, the pipeline stages tend to be quite more coupled. They can afford, decoupled. They can afford to let blending parameters equations be reprogrammed dynamically in registers without much overhead. On mobile, the graphics pipeline is usually tile-based deferred rendering. Tile-based deferred rendering. Okay. The blending logic is often baked into the tile resolve path. The tile buffer format compression. Changing blending dynamically would force expensive flushes. Okay. Okay. Is it a lazy problem? Yeah, I mean, I didn't really mean that to be bashing. Okay. That's just what we have. And back to the main problem. So the popping in and out of geometry, that is something that bothers me even more. And I have an idea. So there is still one buffer that I'm overwriting, and that could be the staging buffer. Let me try to head over to where I use that. So that must be around here. Not quite sure which one of these. Solid, flat. When I'm gonna first look into this guy and find where I create a staging. So it's got a staging for the max number of objects. That's fair. And I guess we can kind of triple this amount and use an offset and see what happens. How much? Triple. Yeah, triple is like something that makes sense, but really I should use the number of swap chain objects. I think I have it somewhere. So the swap chain count, no. Okay, I don't have it somewhere. I'm just gonna pretend it's 3 times 3. Actually, I want to find out what is that is changing. So I'll remove, I'll make that popping happen every frame, and that should happen in the update chunks. Update chunks. So if I use the camera sector, then it's doing it only when I change sector, and for some reason if I do it like this, it's gonna pop much more often. But only on the distance object. Yeah, it's even much more puzzling than. Yeah, but let's see. Let's see. Only when I move, and I don't really understand why this happens. So it is generating everything, and whenever I move, am I changing the order? Yeah, maybe I'm changing the order of the chunks. So by changing the order of its chunks, it is lagging either behind or forward. I don't know. which is also what happens when it keeps sorting. So whenever it keeps sorting, this is, by the way, the change that I made the last time. And instead of sorting directly into the vector, I'm creating a view of the sorted, like a references, sorted references of the chunks. This is why it's a bit more stable now, and it doesn't keep changing every frame. Because I think that by keeping this sorted, it keeps changing something. Maybe the order of things are very close. They keep swapping around. So I'm gonna go back to that situation, and I think there is just another quick tweak that I have to do to the update function. Oops, I need to go back to use not the sorted chunks, but just the chunks and the chunks. Okay, that should work. Oh, my coffee is becoming cold again. Huh. Okay, it's not changing much anymore. Nothing because of the stable sort. I'm gonna revert it to the usual sort, the quick sort, and that's gonna be unstable. Of course, if there is a stable, that means that this is unstable. And okay, yeah, that you can already see that this isn't very stable. It really depends on where I am, right? Huh. Yeah, if I don't move, it doesn't change much. And maybe that's because, let's see. Weird. Okay. Is it? Oh, maybe this is because of the equal. I don't know. Let's see. And it's still okay. This is still somehow stable. Yeah, never mind. I'm just trying now to go to the render dock and see what is happening between frames. I hope I can capture multiple frames in a row, and I think I can do this by 5 sequential captures, and I wonder if F12 is gonna capture that amount. Capture after a delay. Okay, this makes sense. Capture specific frame. We are frame 500. I can say capture after 3 seconds. Let's go. And then I can just keep moving. And we should be witnessing 3, 54, 55, 56. Doesn't look like it's happening though. Wait, I can see some pixels there. but I need a larger view. And no, there is no flickering. Ah, that's a bummer. They all look like the same. See you 42x. See you next time. Have a nice day. Oh, sorry about that. Hope it's nothing too bad. All right. I wonder if I can keep multiple captures open at the same time. Open in a new instance. Okay. Huh. That looks cool. So I can keep one on the side. And open this one on this side. But wait. They look like the same. I mean, they're a bit different, but I don't see the artifact. So from the thumbnail, there is some artifact going on here, which I don't really see happening here. Oh, don't tell me the render dog is not able to capture that. Okay, so this is a resource hazard that maybe not even render dog is able to fully capture. I wonder if there is another tool that can be used in this case. So I'm thinking about NVIDIA. What is it called? Frame debugger or something? Debuffer. Okay, inside. Okay, that's a debugger. Installation. Review the hardware folder. Yeah, I do have an NVIDIA. I would install NVIDIA driver. Yeah, can you just give me the installation? GPU trace. Okay, just give me the software now. Give me the software. Don't tell me I have to register, please. Okay. Download NVIDIA inside. How this is spelled? Inside. Yes, download it. Windows, NVIDIA Inside Graphics. Windows, good. Whew. No registration required. That's good. Jetson. I want to get a Jetson at some point. Oh, Vulkan 1.2. Wait. Supported APIs. OpenVR. Oh. What is OpenVR? Is it this the? Oh yeah. It's the Valve. It's the same VR thing. Is it a thing anymore? Like, isn't it being overwritten by OpenXR? Yeah, it's been replaced by OpenXR, I guess. I used to use OpenVR, but yeah, I don't remember how it was. Let's see, Hello VR, because I've used the original Open Oculus VR SDK, and I somehow think I've also used OpenVR, but looks like I wiped my brain about this topic. I have no memory about it. But maybe Vulkan is not the right API to look into. OpenGR. Yeah, this should make it a bit more obvious which parts are OpenVR. Ah, this is all wrapped into this sample framework. I hate when there is a sample framework. Like, it hides the whole setup process. Anyway, so download is completed. Let's see if I can find something in this tool. Yeah, give me all. Please don't require me to register now. It's been a while since the last time I used this thing. Let's see. New project. Start activity. Disconnect. New project. Not there. Can we just say ND? Oh, that's an ugly name. The name is gonna be choppy. Okay. Executable. We should have it somewhere here. No, 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 no. Okay, thanks. Executable, it's going to be in here. So modules, no, not modules, project, Windows, and debug build. So this is the guy. You can find it in here. Working directory, that's fine. Command line, automatically reconnect. Everything's fine. We want Vulkan. Disable write watch. I have no idea what this means. Private data. Oh yeah, the activity. Graphics capture is the next generation tool for inspection and debugging the X12 Vulkan application. It will replace the frame debugger activity for those APIs in the future release. Multiple captures may be collected per session. Capture files may be opened separately for debugging, in which time you can navigate events, data, and resources used by the application. Good. This seems like the one that I want to use. And let's let that go. So it is already. Is it already capturing? Oh no, I need to start capturing. Oh, look at this nice overlay that I cannot move. But there, oh, I can click on the button and cycle, hard position. No, I don't care that. Inspector, memory, indirect memory. Indirect memory, what is that? It's growing. Frame count. I don't know what I'm capturing. Capture. Saved. Ooh, okay. No idea what's happening. Okay, this is a successful capture. But really, I wanted multiple frames. Replay capture, graphics debugger, other activities. Let's debug. End the current session, allows target application to continue, terminate, kill the bug. What? I don't know, terminate? Okay. Memory updates. Okay. Let's go full screen. Okay, queue submission. This looks like a very simple frame. Current target. Start live replay. VK acquire next image. Oh yeah, this is because it's using here we are using the swap chain. Reset fences, reset command buffer, memory update, memory update, memory update. Okay, there are memory updates. Cool. So this is what the frame looks like. And this is the queue. Vertex count. That's a very low amount of vertices count. Are these sorted? Feels like they are sorted. I'm not feeling like this is gonna give me any more data than render doc. Exit the graphics debugger. So I want something that captures more than just a single frame. GPU tracer. Okay. Manually triggered. I'm gonna leave everything default. Okay. What happened? The user running NVIDIA Inside does not have permission to access NVIDIA counters on the device. Cycle position, data collection not available. Run the target application in administrator and or follow these instructions. And by the way, what happened here? Oh, we are getting errors already. Should I run? Oh, okay, I have to run inside. Let's do that. So NVIDIA Inside, which one is the main? Inside graphics, okay, this is the guy. It should run, wait, what? I was expecting it to run as admin. Okay. Here we are. One more time. How do I open the project? Is this a project? Yeah. GPU tracer. Wait. What does it mean to open a project if you don't remember even the path? All right, let's go. Everything crashing. Okay. And I think I also lost the stream. Am I back? Is everything back? Connection. Shutting down the connection. Oh, am I still live? Wow, that's amazing. Something happened and I just saw black screen and I feel like I'm gonna give up with it. So generic C++ capture. I was hoping for this to be more effective. So the unique handles validation layer feature, what does it mean? Connection error detected. Okay, so this doesn't work. Great. Shader debugger. No, okay. Big red alert. I don't know. Can we at least do one capture that makes sense? The graphics capture activity will be replayed. The legacy frame debugger. Okay, that's fine. Just capture something. I want to see what's going on. Oh. Adding VK import host point in host visible memory allocation. This can be disabled. Why are you not able to capture anything? Am I doing it wrong? System trace. Should be able to do this. And that is not even available here. NVIDIA Insight Systems. What does this do? System-wide performance analysis tool designed to visualize it and identify largest opportunities, optimize, blah, blah, blah. Efficiently across any quantity size, CPUs, GPUs. But what does it do? Visualize CPU to GPU interaction. I don't know, let's try it. Download it for Windows. Okay, let's do it. I'm feeling like this is gonna fail too. So the graphics capture is the only one that works, but it's not very useful because it's capturing a single frame. Frame count 1. Oh, okay, maybe I can say capture 10 frames. Let's do it. Oh, maybe. Maybe. So after I hit F11, it captured 10 frames, hopefully. Connection error detected. But what happened? Did it capture it? Is this the capture? Oh, what? Did you do the capture or not? Why is it so hard? So 2025 on 6G. Yeah, this should be the capture. But start. Oh, okay. We got it. We got something. So we have the frames. I want to visualize these frames though. So show me the frame. How can I have a picture of the frame? That's the queue. That's the event. Context. No objects reported for this event. Image data require live replay. Start live replay. So where is the image? Ah, not very helpful. Oh, okay. No, output. Not even output. Instant. Ah, here it is. Okay. Indirect sub event. Okay, we are getting those artifacts. That is good. Wait, what? Why is it moving between VK command draw? Indirect, okay. Oh, this is messed up. Okay. It's not even consistent. Like, why would you only show me this when I click something else? Oh. So where am I now? We are the first frame. Okay, this is the first frame, correct? So the command draw indirect. That's right. Ah, come. So this is broken. Now this is broken. Now this is also broken. So they are both broken. But why? Like this is more broken than before now. Huh? And now the first one is okay. Now the second one is okay at the beginning. Now I'm going back, and it's like all. what is what is the meaning of this? Like, look at this. Like the thumbnail is different from the actual image here, and that's because it's being replayed, and the replay itself is rendering incorrectly. By the way, I didn't realize I have the render here. So that's the frame 0. Wait. Indirect. And then the frame 1. Okay, it's coming right after. You got the updates. This feels like hysterical. Yeah, there is no way I can succeed this debugging, but I'm pretty sure it's about the updates. Yeah, that's for sure. And what's broken in the update? Like, it could be the arguments buffer, but the arguments buffer are used right away, even though there is an update command as well. Okay, everything's leading to the safe assumption that we need multiple objects of the same type. Like we need to make a clear decision of which object need to be baked by multiple buffers, and to access them safely within the in-flight within any in-flight frames. But at the same time, we also need some sort of recyclability of the memory. So we don't want the vertex buffer to be like to be multiple of the number of in-flight frames. But that's fine for the frame buffer for the uniform buffers. Or maybe some sort of usage away with queue aware memory tracker. Let me try to visualize this thing in a mirror. You got the mirror. Yeah, I've got to think about it. Yeah. I think I'm gonna think about it and maybe do some in-depth research, and then I'll get back to it. Yeah, I got some reading to do then. So this stream wasn't a lot of progress, but I think we found the fundamental flaws in how the render is structured, and maybe it's a good chance to start exploring the frame graph architecture. So everything is encapsulated into a frame object, and with resources, and we know when the frame ends, when the frame begins, and when the frame ends. And that seems like the sane way of architecturing the rendering. Cool. That being said, see you in the next stream. Hopefully it will be much more rewarding and more renderings. Cool. See you, folks. Have a good day.